If you put a var inside of an if, it did not define the symbol in the if. It defined it at the top of the function it was defined in. So you have function level scoping, object property scoping, and global scoping, and then you're done, right? And one of the things that they talked about yesterday in the JavaScript talk was the fact that they couldn't just make the var keyword suddenly work with blocks for scope. So for example, in that if statement down there, if they decide to make that if statement actually encompass a variable and they called it var, they would break keyboard cat, right? All the old web code that's out there would suddenly cease to exist. So they had to come up with a new keyword, essentially, or a new token, so it's now let instead. Let works in a block scope, which is really nice because now I can have variables inside of ifs, inside of while loops, and I don't have to play those games and worry about whether they're still, initialized and used at the bottom of the block or I access them wrong. It actually has lexical scoping that makes some sense. Also, they've added read-only variables, constants, const, C-O-N-S-T, and they're also scoped at the block level as well, if I remember correctly. Arrow functions, this is their answer to things like we have in Java now with lambdas and other things. This is their shorthand syntax for defining an anonymous function. So it's just syntactic sugar. It's not like you're getting any new technical feature beyond making it look nicer. So we've got, instead of the word function, you can just put the parentheses in. Instead of the braces, if it's a single line statement, it could just be an arrow equals greater than, and then a statement that does something. That's a one-liner. Of course, I had to make it 2 lines to fit on the slide, but hey, such is life. But the point being, I can use that in a for each. Of course, I see a lovely syntax error in that where I never close the for each, but why not? It's a slide. But the idea is you could basically iterate through and do a simple anonymous function with a lot less code. If it's multiple lines, you put braces around it as usual.